In this video, I'm going to talk about MPC, and actually one of my student asked if MPC can be negative. Generally and mostly MPC is positive because consumption increases as income increases, right? But he was referring a situation of COVID, in which he said that consumption expenditures for many households increased even when the income was decreasing. So he was saying that MPCs can be negative also. Okay, so I told him that MPC is generally positive, but some exceptions can be there, right? But not in that case. Why? Because in COVID, the consumption expenditure was rising for some households because of the medical expenditures on healthcare, not because of the increasing income, right? But he was confused because he was referring to this formula, right? That is, MPC is delta C upon delta Y. So you just put the values, change in consumption upon change in income, and you get a negative MPC if consumption is increasing despite the increasing income. But he was forgetting that this is not just delta C upon delta Y. It is the change in consumption expenditure as a result of a change in income, right? As a result of a 1 unit change in income, what is the change in consumption expenditure? And that is generally positive, right? You can see this graph, the consumption function has a positive slope, right? So in that case, the consumption was increasing because of some other factor. That was a pandemic, right? Not because income was rising, income was decreasing and consumption was increasing. No, right? So remember this. Okay, I said that in some extreme case, it can be negative, like the consumption expenditure decreased despite increasing income. And that in that case, that rare case can be like when the person or the economy or all the households in the economy as a whole getting miser as their income is increasing, right? So that does not happen generally when the income of individuals increase. They tend to expend more, even a bit, right? The MPC or the value of MPC can be more or less. You know that it ranges between 0 and 1. But it's very rare that your income is increasing and you are reducing the consumption expenditure. So I hope that I have cleared this doubt that if MPC can be negative. Always remember that you have to see the reason of the change in the consumption expenditure. Thank you so much.